Everybody, Wolfang here. Happy Thursday. It is April the 18th. Nice sunny day. Warm weather in Cincinnati, Ohio. Love it. I think we got close to 80 degrees. I don't know. I just know it's warm and I like it. I hope it stays that way. So, I heard on the way to work this morning about the 911 systems going down. I was like, wow. So I got the article, so let's read it and see what happened. It says, major 911 outages in 4 states leave millions without a way to contact authorities, local authorities. This was posted 53 minutes ago, probably a little bit longer. Law enforcement agencies across 4 states were left scrambling following reports of major 911 outages that saw millions unable to contact authorities late Wednesday. Many of the outages reported in Nebraska, Nevada, South Dakota, and Texas were restored by the late evening, but the Federal Communications Commission on Thursday said its investigation is just getting started. Well, I hope so. When you call 911 an emergency, it is vital that the calls go through. The FCC has already begun investigating the 911 multiple state outages that occurred last night to get to the bottom of the cause and impact. FCC Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel, I guess is her last name. She said that. So far, there's no indication that the outages were caused by a cyber attack or other malicious act, law enforcement officials told NBC News on Thursday. I call bullshit. The outages appear to be related to Lumen Technologies, a spokesperson for the communications and telecom company said. On Wednesday, some customers in Nevada, South Dakota, and Nebraska experienced an outage when a third-party company unrelated to Lumen physically cut our fiber while installing a light pole. Wow. Company spokesperson Mark Molson said, boy, we can just, I don't know. I'll shut up. We restored all services in approximately 2.5 hours, he said. Lumen doesn't provide 911 services in Texas, Molson added. Our techs identified the issue and worked hard to fix it as quickly as possible, he said. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate our customers' patience and understanding. Yeah, let's see. We apologize. Inconvenience? Really? What if somebody fucking died? Wednesday outage comes on the heels of a widespread AT&T outage in February that left thousands without service across multiple states and impacted some calls to 911 for hours, which the carrier said was likely caused by a process error and not a cyber attack. Local law enforcement agencies on Wednesday reported a statewide outage in South Dakota shortly before 7 p.m. local time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Rapid City Police offered locals alternative phone numbers to call for first responders, and service was restored about 2 hours later. Nah, that's not what they said on the radio. The South Dakota Department of Public Safety said Wednesday evening that texting to 911 is operating in most locations as an option to contact authorities. Sioux Falls Fire Assistant Chief Mike Gramlich said in a news conference Thursday the outage was confirmed at 7:59 p.m. local time and was restored to full capacity by 10:38 p.m. Wow. During the duration of the outage, Metro Communications received 112 calls for service that were able to come through via open line numbers and by texting 911, he said. Gramlich added, for reference, typically during the same time period for the day and the week, Metro Communications takes 114 calls. To our knowledge, we have never experienced an outage of this magnitude or duration. The city also issued a wireless emergency alert to notify the public about the 911 system outage. Now that's good. In Douglas County, Nebraska, officials echoed Lumen's statement about the cut fiber. Lumen Technologies told Douglas County 911 that there was a fiber cut, but they did not disclose the location of the damage. Kathy Allen, the director of Douglas County 911, said, service for the agency was completely restored by 4 a.m. Thursday, Allen said. In Nevada, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police said around 7 p.m. local time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, that there is a 911 outage impacting your ability to contact us right now. Locals were urged to dial 911 on mobile devices, which dispatch was able to see and call back, and said calls from landlines are not working at the moment. Wow. And we still have a landline. Calls were working again by 9 p.m. or midnight Eastern time. All of the individuals who called during the outage have been called back and provided assistance, the department said. Some agencies said the issue was with wireless carriers. Sarpy County 911 in Nebraska shared on X on Wednesday night that some wireless carriers are not able to reach 911. The matter was resolved about 3 hours later. Del Rio Police in Texas wrote on special media Wednesday evening the issue was with the carrier and not the city of Del Rio systems. The issue appeared to be with T-Mobile's service. Juan Hernandez, the department's communications supervisor, said Thursday morning. Anybody who is a T-Mobile customer was having problems using their phones, Hernandez said. It was nothing that was on our end. There was no 911 outage. It was T-Mobile coverage outage. He said T-Mobile had been alerted by customers about having issues Wednesday evening, and it was ultimately resolved. No injuries or serious issues were reported in connection with the service disruption. However, the Chase County Sheriff Office said 911 is down across the state of Nebraska. Across the state of Nebraska. For all cellular carriers except T-Mobile, and landlines were able to still get through to 911. An AT&T spokesperson said Thursday, our network is operating normally. There appeared to be an issue on the other carriers' networks that could have affected calls to 911. The carrier also said the disruption was not a FirstNet issue, referring to the nationwide broadband network for public safety commissioned by the government and built by AT&T. The network is overseen by the First Responder Network Authority, an independent agency within the Department of Commerce. Today's 911 service isn't a nationwide system. Retired Rear Admiral David Simpson, who served as the chief of the FCC's Public Safety and Homeland Security Bureau from 2013 to 2017, said. There are over 6,000 jurisdictions for 911, he said, adding that the decisions made for equipment and budget vary from state to state. And I believe that. From more cables for path diversity to multiple telecommunication carriers and updated equipment to multiple routers, Simpson said the current system is missing resilient backups that could prevent an outage on several levels. That's it. And this article was published by NBCnews.com. I felt I had to say that. I guess we all have to start covering our backs talking stuff on YouTube. But anyway, that's some serious. 4 states, that's serious. So maybe they will look into some kind of backup system. I mean, because 911, I mean, that if something happens, a young couple has a baby and they're freaking out, they can't get a hold of 911. You're taking care of an elderly person and something happens, you can't get a hold. I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great Thursday evening. This is Wolfang. Blessed be. Stay safe. And I will bullshit with you later. Bye.